Solving mysteries and answering the unanswered is what the YouTuber Guvoid does. And today I have the pleasure of interviewing him. So, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Guvoid. I'm a YouTuber. I make videos. I make videos about things I'm interested in, but mostly about YouTube, specifically the Minecraft side of YouTube, how creators grow, the secrets behind them, and yeah.
Who was your inspiration to start YouTube?
That's actually a really interesting question. I don't think I've answered that before. But my inspiration to start YouTube? I mean, I don't even remember. I'll have to think of that, because I started making videos way before, I mean, like many people, way before. Guvoid channel is not my first channel. And I don't know, I guess I just always had a passion for making videos. Like I'd always, even before I put things on YouTube, I would always like making types of videos. So I guess YouTube was just an outlet to put it out there. I guess it's probably just like as I had more of an awareness of YouTube, I realized that it was a place that I could put videos on.
Yeah, I started very early on too. I think when I was like 5 years old, and I'm 13 now. So almost like 8 years of like
That's
making
crazy.
videos. And I actually remember who like were my inspirations. It was like Stampy Longnose, Dantidia, Mildly Squid. Like ever since I started watching YouTube, I was like, oh, I want to be like them. So I asked my dad to make me a YouTube channel, and he made me one, and I started making videos from there. And I've done so many different types of content. Like I was doing me running around my house talking. I did vlogs. I did commentary videos at one point, and now podcasts. I also did Minecraft, and it's all been on one channel.
Wow. Yeah, see, my
Cast.
problem, my problem was I've just made way too many channels. I've had like 15 channels, something crazy like that. And it's just like, I just move on from things way too, I don't know, quickly I keep making. I sometimes even make videos on those channels, but it's just, it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's always fun to try different types of content.
Yeah. I've been recently like making some different channels while uploading consistently on NicoCast. I started like a Minecraft channel and a Roblox channel, kind of like those free Roblox promo code videos, and I did a Minecraft Shorts channel.
Nice.
The Roblox one got to like 400 subs, and the Minecraft one got 600. And after 2 months, I stopped uploading. Got boring, the channels died. And in August, I decided to make a shorts channel where I was posting Sidemen TikToks, and it got 1,000 subs in a week and 6,000 in 1 month, in the month of August. Then I turned that channel into Nico-kun because like I was getting a lot of comments on NicoCast that they didn't like that they liked my podcast but didn't like the other types of videos. So I need to separate them. So that's what I used the channel with 6,000 subs. And I recently revived the 2 dead Minecraft and Roblox channel. The Roblox channel just hit 11,000 subs right now.
Whoa, that's good.
Yeah, and in 3 days. Like, it went from 400 subs to 11,000 in 3 days.
That's impressive.
Which was crazy.
Yeah, good job.
And then, thank you, for shorts. And then 2 days ago, I revived the Minecraft one, and now it has 1,200. And yeah, I also have some other channels. I have this one other shorts channel with like 1,000 too. But yeah, I've been really like making those channels, and it's like so fun because like I experiment with like different types of content. I've done like Minecraft shorts, Roblox shorts. Yeah, it's just so fun. So, how did you find your niche for the Guvoid channel?
You know, I don't know. So it's kind of a long story. So if you look at some of my early videos on, I mean, I definitely made the Guvoid channels, I know, as another channel to try and make a different type of content. And my first video was like kind of terrible, whatever. It was alright. It got a little bit of attention because it was kind of trend jacking T-Series getting 150 million subscribers. But like, I don't know, I was interested, I've always been interested in how platforms work. I mean, I feel like platforms like these, they can take over our lives right now. There are many people's lives right now, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But I think that will be even more so in the future. They're going to be even a bigger part of our lives. And so I think that if we can better understand both the algorithms and how these platforms work, then we can better navigate the world going forward. And I feel like people who don't go into that blind will be, I don't know, more prepared for that. And I think it's always important to have a better understanding of how things around us work. So I've always been interested in that. So I started making videos on that, and I think my like second video, it was like background gameplay, kind of commentary-ish style about a similar subject. And I kind of kept making videos like that for a while, and I'm not sure what my niche was at that point. I would say my niche was like YouTube. I honestly don't know what to call it.
Yeah,
but then
entertainment, like...
Yeah, entertainment. I don't know what to say.
Maybe?
Yeah, I don't know what to say. But then there was 2 phases. So one, I made the Grubhub video, which I found like the animators who made the Grubhub commercial that went viral a while ago in January. And so that video just blew up really fast and just stopped. But it was, I don't know, it was exciting. It got to me 1K subs, which was nice. And I think I kind of realized, oh, I can do more stuff like this. I'm interested in it. And so I kept making like things like that for a while, and it continued like that, except again, it petered off and nothing kind of happened. So then finally, and this is the phase I'm in right now, I went away. I stayed in like a hotel, I think, somewhere, like or a motel or something. I don't know what was happening. I just remembered that I went away. I was like, it was like I went away for a weekend or something. I don't know why we went. Anyway, I was there. And I had just before I left, I had noticed Stevie starting to blow up. And I was like, I haven't made anything like remotely like this, but just like that one, I think it might have been a full week. It must have been like spring break or something. I don't know. That full week, I just like, I was going on like hikes and stuff, and like, I was just thinking like of the script and like what I'm gonna say in the video in my head, because I was doing research at the same time. And I was just like, this is gonna be such a good video. So I have it like entirely scripted, and like I've literally already gathered like assets on my old laptop, and for the video. And so then I get home and I just like edited that for like the longest time. I swear that video took so long. I think
I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it was like that whole week I was just like, that's all I was doing. I don't know. And so that video did horribly. It got like, I mean, it didn't do horribly. It shot up and got like 4,000 views, and that was great. And I was like, good. And then it just flatlined for like 3 weeks, and then it just completely blew up and got like 100,000 and then 200,000. It just kept going up. So, I mean, that was like nothing I've ever experienced before. And I don't know, it was gratifying. I was really proud of the video. And so I immediately brought a bunch of other things that I had already been thinking about to the forefront of my mind. Like, I can make these videos. Like, I'd been thinking about making the Tech It Realm video for a long time. I'd always noticed he was making content. I just wanted to point it out. And I guess I've just kind of continued in this similar vein of this type of style of content all the way up until now, and I hope to continue it. So
yeah, I feel like I know you mentioned that like the Stevie videos took you so long to edit. Like normally I would get through videos, like edit them quickly in like an hour, but then like the podcast, I did this one podcast with Matt the Bat, who was like a podcaster, and he has an animated podcast, so he animated his face for the podcast. I want to send it to me, and that was so hard to like edit because I had to align his face with my voice, like all the audio. That was so annoying. That's like hours.
Yeah.
And ever since that podcast, I've been taking like 8 hours, 6 hours to edit a podcast. And still for the other videos, they would take like a short amount of time. Like I did the best of my channel for 2021, and that took me like 3 hours, which was like so long at this time. It is very long. But my most recent video is asking 100 YouTubers for advice on how to blow up. That took me like weeks. It was so hard because I had to send messages to tons of creators, like edit them all together, try like different versions, mix them together. That's like so long, and the video finally came out, and it's my best performing video out of all my channel, Nico-kun, which is so amazing to see. Yeah. Like when you edit something for a long time, it's just so amazing to like see it actually do well. It's like
so gratifying.
Rewarding.
I mean,
yeah.
But that's kind of a double-edged sword, because it's like if you make something that you're really proud of and it doesn't do well at all, that's also on the opposite side. Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I said, a double-edged sword, because it can be extremely gratifying if it does well, but also heartbreaking if it underperforms.
Yeah, definitely. Like there's videos I've made that I'm like, this is the one that's gonna blow me up and everything, and it gets like below average views.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but yeah, I mean, YouTube's so random. Like it does reward great quality content, but sometimes you just never know.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, the people, I think someone said this, someone I interviewed in an upcoming video, they said this, and I don't have their exact quote, but some creator, but YouTube, it does reward good content, but its algorithm just takes so long to find it. It takes so long to find it. Like whereas something like TikTok, I mean there's a lot of randomness there too, but it can find content for people to watch so quickly. Versus YouTube, if you post a really good video, if you wait like a year, it will probably do relatively well. Just because YouTube will eventually find it. It just takes so long compared to other platforms. So you can make really good quality content and you won't see any results for a really long time if you're unlucky, and two, if you don't utilize, if you make like some certain mistakes, obviously I can decrease the reason for a viewer to click on a video or continue watching a video, which also makes YouTube kind of annoyed. So
Yeah, I'm guessing it gets like so annoying, like when a video at the beginning doesn't do well, but like a year later does well, because like again, like it would just be like such a change of emotions, kind of like, because you'd be like, you might get demotivated because that video didn't do well and like stop YouTube.
Yeah, and you
never know.
Especially if you're not making that type of content anymore, it can be really, like, if you make a good video in a different kind of sort of niche and you still have it up and it gets a lot of views later, then it can be hard to try and not go back to that type of content.
Yeah, and maybe like that content got like boring for you easily.
Yeah.
So even though it does well, like you don't want to do it because you get burned out easily. So yeah, that's something for me that has worked. Like keep on switching types of content, which is one of the ways I haven't got burnt out in like 8-7 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you look through my private and analyst video, there's literally almost every niche you can think of. Like even cooking videos, like Minecraft.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah. So your videos are really well made, and I want to know what is like the process of making one of your videos.
Yeah. Okay. I will go through that. So when to make my videos, at first I like, whenever my brain is idle and I'm not doing anything, it just starts thinking of like videos I want to make, which I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. So like I'll just write down videos. I'll have like these ideas. I'll have way too many video ideas, because with how long it takes me to edit videos currently, like, one, I'm not interested, or it's not relevant anymore by the time that I can get around to making a video. So it's like, yeah, it can be kind of demotivating. But basically, I take an idea and the first thing I do is research it. So it depends how deep I want to go. For example, videos where I like interview people, like for example my Beluga video, I did a little bit of digging, but I mostly wanted to hear what he had to say first, because, you know, and then do more research. That's also true with some of my upcoming videos. So there's just kind of like the interview and research phase where I research, and I put that all together into a script, which usually I can put together pretty fast. I sometimes I really hate a script and like that I wrote, and I don't feel like writing it, so it's just like, I don't know, that can be weird. But then once I have a script, I usually record saying the script, and then I like forget to edit it for a long time, and then I spend like hours and hours editing it on and off because I have a really bad work ethic. Whatever, it depends. Sometimes I can edit a video very fast. Like for example, my Beluga video, I think that was probably my fastest video that I edited, and I'd say it still maintains a good quality. Just something hard.
It was good quality.
Yeah, it's hard. Thank you. It's hard because I've set like the bar so high for me. Like I try and make the editing, the research, the voiceover, the interviews, everything better in every one of my videos, which is something that I have a lot of fun with and I strive for. But then it's hard when it's like I make every video better, and it's like it kind of hurts to look back on like successful videos that now I look back and I'm like, ooh, that video is not very good compared to what I do now.
Yeah.
And it's like these videos that I'm doing now are much better, like completely unnoticed compared to them. So yeah, that can be a little bit, I don't know, it can be, I mean, I think most YouTubers are embarrassed looking at their older videos, even if they're only a year or 6 months old.
Yeah. Like I'm embarrassed at looking at like my podcasts that are like 1 year old, because I've like improved so much Because like in some podcasts, I wouldn't reply to the guest. I'd just move on to the question. He'd answer, and I would completely ignore them.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So yeah, you mentioned you were doing an interview for your next video. Do you like doing interviews? Like
Yeah, I love interviewing people. I don't know. I am so lucky to be exposed. I'm in some Discord servers, and I'm exposed to like the bigger YouTube and
Yeah.
Minecraft YouTube community, and I'm so lucky to be there because there's so many interesting and amazing people there, and I love talking to people that are different than me, or people that have different views than me, or even just people that have done really interesting things. I feel like it's always cool to get a different perspective. Because, you know, the way, this is kind of philosophical, but the way we live our lives is like, I mean, like, I'm just seeing out of my eyes right now. Like, I'm just one person. I don't know. I'm looking out of my eyes. Who knows how consciousness works? It doesn't matter. But I want to be able to try and understand other people's perspectives and try and understand how they see the world. Because I see the world obviously in a different way. So I feel like even if we were asking kind of baseline level questions, I feel like it can be really interesting just to get to know different people and people. Yeah, everyone is different, so it's always interesting to talk to new and interesting people.
Yeah, I personally like love interviews also because I just love talking to people, and especially it's people who I'm interested in, and like I like the stuff they do and stuff like that. That just makes it so much better because you get to hear a perspective not many people get to hear, and that's why I like podcasting because like I get to publish like that perspective, so other people can hear it. But yeah, I also love interviewing. And I'm in 2 creator servers, 3. One is mine, which is kind of dead. And then I'm in 2 others. I'm in a Hypixel one, with like tons of Hypixel YouTubers. Which I don't know how I got there, but yeah, I'm somehow in it. And then I'm in a one made by
10K
Beast Trigger. Which is
Oh,
like
Beast
creator
Trigger,
games. Yeah. I've tried so many times to get into Cake Man server. I've tried through Evan MC Gaming. He follows me on Instagram. Cake Man, I think, or followed me. So I mentioned him on Instagram. On
No,
Discord.
I'm in Cake Man. So I could probably send you a vouch, but
Thank you.
we'll see. Yeah. It's really a good way to get connected with people.
Yeah, and also you just learn so much from those servers because you get to see other people's perspectives on things. Like for let's say a thumbnail, you just ask them and they'll give you a different perspective.
Agreed. It's so helpful.
Yeah, it is. It's very helpful. What are your goals for 2022? YouTube and content creation?
Yeah. So I would like. Okay. So I mean, it would be really great to get to 100K, but subscribers, and I think it's probably possible. But I mean, I would be fine if I didn't too. I just want to make even better content this year, and I want to have a better upload schedule because my upload schedule near the end of last year was very bad. So hopefully I can have a better upload schedule, and yeah, I just hope I can make the best videos I can, and I hope people keep enjoying them, so I can keep making them.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes not setting number-based goals are good because you easily get disappointed. But I still like setting them, in my opinion.
I think setting goals is great. I think you just need to be prepared for them not necessarily to come true.
Yeah, in my opinion, I like to set myself like high goals because like a lot of people, when you say it to them, they're like, "Oh no way, that can happen," and then to like prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Or if it's a really high goal, and you're like, okay, it was high goal anyway. It was hard to achieve.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's like a win-win. But yeah, this year I set some high goals, and I really accomplished like one of them.
But still, you accomplished one, and that's what's important.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. You made a video about the music, like the verified check, but for like music channels, and you got it on your Guvoid channel. So
I got it. I got it on a different channel. Clickbait. I'm exposed for clickbait. I put it on my thumbnail, but no, I have it. I did get it on, and it's still on my brain-config channel. So
even though you made a video about it, can you talk about that a little bit? Because
yeah, totally.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. So YouTube, you've probably seen them around, but YouTube has like verification badges for artists, like musical artists, and they put this little music check note next to your name. So I saw this and I was like, I need to get this because I figured out that there was no minimum subscriber requirement. So,
Yeah.
which meant like versus like the normal check mark, which has 100K. So I set out trying to find a way, and at this point I didn't make any money from YouTube at all, and I not like in a funny way, but I legitimately was not monetized. So I had legitimately no money. So I could not buy DistroKid, which was $20. So I had to find some other weird options. So I found this site called RootNote, and it actually worked. Like it took like a few months for like me to figure out everything and go through everything, but it actually worked, and I still have the check mark on that channel, so it's pretty cool. It's kind of a flex.
Yeah.
It also gave you a
unlike-
community tab, which is cool.
Yeah. And on DistroKid, it's a subscription too. So that makes it. I think it's a subscription. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think it's $20 a year, but
Yeah.
you know,
Which
sure, that's
it's
like less than
it's kinda
$2 a
worth
month,
it,
but
kinda- yeah. It's like it's worth it, but it's not worth it. Do you know if it works like a normal check mark?
like, what do you mean?
Like if the little music checkmark version like ranks you on top of the comments, stuff like that, or it's just
I'm
like,
actually not entirely sure, and I probably should test that. I haven't tested
Yeah.
that. It probably does, I would assume so, because it's the same. It's the purpose of them is like to verify channels, so it's verified. It's just verified for music.
oh, what video has been the most challenging and hardest to make, and what video has been the easiest to make? I know you kind of mentioned this, but like the Beluga video took you the least amount of edit.
Okay, that definitely wasn't. Okay, that's in my like modern era, so it wasn't my easiest. I would say and it wasn't even necessarily my easiest modern video. Anyway, the video that was hardest to make, it would have to either be the Stevie video, or no, it's probably my most recent video, the YouTube's video. I just went into so much depth in that video, and I felt like I had to add so many like little text warnings and pop-ups and everything, because I just really wanted people to just take the information that I put out there at face value and to judge for their own what they think about it, which is hard to tell people. And I don't know, I experienced a lot of backlash from the Tech and Realm video, so I didn't want to repeat of that. So yeah, probably yeah, it just took so much research and whatever. I think it was worth it. I'm really proud of that video. The easiest, the easiest video to make. Oh, it's probably unlisted. Yeah, it's unlisted, but it's in like my old Guvoid videos playlist. It was like about the Blackpink 50 million subscriber play button. It was like a news video. Like I got it out. Like I recorded stuff about it, and I got it out on the same day. It was about the news of Blackpink getting this sort of award, and did like hypothesizing about it. So yeah, that was definitely the easiest to make. But in talking like more recent videos, which was easiest to make?
Beluga went.
Probably the Beluga one, even though I'm really proud of it.
My personal favorite video of yours is the McYum one or the Beluga video. And I'm really interested of like, what was it like making the McYum video, and what was it like speaking to Beluga, and because you interviewed him.
So
I don't know.
Yeah, no problem. I won't answer those. So for the McYum video, that was definitely before I had more connections. Like I think, I have McYum friended now, but like back then it was, I definitely was less connected to people. Apparently I invited him to a podcast, but he never showed up. Oh no, ghosted him.
You wouldn't.
Okay.
Oh. Wait, did he invite you or did you invite him?
I invited him. Okay. He's totally in his right to do that. Anyway, so that was a fun video to make. I mean, I just had known Soren Sky for a while, and I just liked talking to him, and I was just, as soon as I saw things about it, I always like going into people's backstories, because I feel like it gives us it gives so much more, like, it makes the channel, like the current channel that they're working on, so much more interesting, and like I feel like it tells us so much about that current channel. Like, it's not just that they are able to grow channels in the past, but I feel like it really speaks to the journey they've been through, and it's always cool to learn more about people. Obviously, I do not support like doxing or like finding people's addresses or stuff. That I mean, I shouldn't have to say that, but in this day and age, I just like I don't like finding out personal information. I'm more like you know,
Their
learning
other
about,
channel.
yeah, learning about their other channels and what
Yeah.
content they've made in the past.
Yeah.
And then, what was it like interviewing Beluga? That was really amazing and kind of out of nowhere. I didn't actually have a contact with him, but in fact, I asked if anyone had a contact in the Council of YouTube, you know, like the Discord server, like the giant one. And he just responded and was like, sure. And then I guess it was like one of the first, if not the first interview he had done. So I guess I probably got it easy because no one else had really tried before, if any. So or at least he saw that one. So I guess I probably just got really lucky, and it was really exciting to interview him because I mean now he's probably gonna get, you know, 10 million soon, but it's crazy.
Definitely.
It's crazy how he's been able to maintain the success and he was like Stevie 2.0, but like chill.
Yeah.
And like I enjoyed his videos a lot more, and I don't
Same.
know. I liked how, I don't know. I really had a lot of fun making that video, and I had a lot of fun interviewing him.
Yeah, honestly, I really only subscribed to Stevie because he was blowing up. I didn't actually watch any of his videos, so
Yeah.
But yeah, it's feel like when I interview a lot of people, it's just like so amazing talking to them, and a lot of them also come out of nowhere. So yeah, I also went through like a phase of like looking through like Mick Yum's old channel and stuff like that, because I actually found Jared West. I found Jared West, and then I found Mick Yum. So it was kind of funny like watching someone do finance videos and then someone like joke around about like Minecraft.
I mean, it's
without knowing
crazy.
it was
It's
the same
crazy to like look at. It's crazy now, especially where McYum is today. Like look at one, his like finance videos, and two, his like Roblox videos, and then just compare and contrast that to his like current videos and his like him and like the Tom Unit videos and everything. It's just it's crazy that it's the same person. And I mean, I still think it's very commendable what he's been able to do.
And he actually said he was gonna make a video about the McJump thing.
And then he
in February.
deleted the post. He deleted the community post. My man, I'm gonna ask
did.
him. I'll TM him. Like, come on, that guy, you can't just delete a community post.
Yeah.
Does
like,
he just
it
not
was
want people
too
to
late.
find that channel? I guess maybe, I don't know.
No, because like
Well, I guess he responded to my video and just asked me to he asked me to cut something out, which I did. The part about him possibly getting banned for ban evading, because, you know, he got banned on one of his channels, but it was hacked, so it doesn't even really matter. Anyway,
yeah.
so I think he is okay with people finding out about the channel, but
Yeah, and he mentioned it on my podcast, so I think it's okay too. And on my podcast, he said he was making a video about McYum that was coming out late February of 2021.
Oh.
And it's been almost a year.
it's good. I thought they were saying late February of 2022. Like.
No, he said yeah. When he revealed he was making on my podcast, he was like, yeah, oh, you can include it. The podcast will be out sometime in February. So by the time this is out, my video will be out. And this video hasn't came out yet, which is just so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for anyone that wants to start doing YouTube?
This might be a little bit cliche, but if you like making content, just put it out there. Like, people always say like, oh, just start making videos and then consider later. You have to like making content. Like, if you don't enjoy it, there's no reason to. Let's say you want to turn YouTube into a job, right? Right? Because many people want to be make YouTube a job. Like, they don't want to have a 9-to-5 or something. Well, if you don't enjoy YouTube, then it's no better than a 9-to-5 job. In fact, you'll probably end up working more. So if you're trying to make YouTube a job, instead of just doing, I mean, you can turn something that you do for fun into a job, and that's amazing. But if you don't enjoy it, please don't try and like start YouTube as a way to, as not even, like, it's okay to start YouTube as a way to make money, I think, as long as you enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just, if you enjoy it, don't fall into the trap of like keep making content until you're super burned out, because that's easy to do. And if you do enjoy making content, just keep going. My friend Mr. Cube 6, he I have been with him since like probably less than 100 subscribers, and like he was making the highest quality videos for the longest time and nothing was coming of it. Like he would get no support and I felt so bad. I was communicating with him on a different channel at that point, but an old channel of mine. But I felt so bad because I had more subscribers than him and I totally did not deserve it. And just recently I'm not gonna say it was all me, but I vouched for him to get into the Lifesteal SMP, and actually some of the Lifesteal members, because I've been in Lifesteal before, saw that, and I'm assuming saw his tweet too, and he actually got accepted, and so now he's like 10K, he's going up, like,
Yeah.
has multiple hundred, I think only one 100,000 view video, but still, it's crazy how, like, he's been able to, like, he's made high quality content for so long, and it's so gratifying to see him finally go somewhere because of it, you know?
Yeah, maybe you actually do like making content, but you're just making the wrong type of content. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. This really means a lot.
Thank you. It was really a pleasure to talk to you. I really enjoyed doing
It was a pleasure to talk to you. And I'll see you next episode of the NicoCast.